this is how you graph factored form of an equation. Well, these are factors, and how you find the x-intercepts when you have factors is you set factors equal to 0. So that's a factor equal to 0, and I set this factor equal to 0. Then I solve for x. Alright, you get x equals 3. And on this one, I solve for x. I get x equals -1. So, this is what it looks like on a graph. Those zeros were x equals 3 and x equals -1. Okay, so x equals 3, we'll call this 1, 2, 3 right there. And x equals -1. Alright, those are your x-intercepts. In this equation, a isn't there, so a is a 1 in this case. So a being +1 means the graph opens up. Concavity is up. We could find the vertex of this graph. And how you do that is you find the middle of these points. And the middle of these points is 1. That is the middle. Alright, so the x of the vertex is +1. Now what we need to do is find the y. Well, how do you find the y? Well, you go back to your original equation and you plug in the 1 for the x. So it's 1 minus 3, and then it's 1 plus 1. And you solve that. 1 minus 3 is -2, and 1 plus 1 is 2. When you multiply that together, you get -4. So, the y value of the vertex is always an ordered pair, x, y. So your x is 1 and your y is down here at 4. I didn't draw this really awesome, so I should draw this a little better. Okay. Make sure your y is really, if this was really over here, where it should be. Alright, and then your graph, you connect the dots, right? And parabolas look like U's. Here we go. And the new thing we're going to learn moving forward is the axis of symmetry. Well, the axis of symmetry is this line. It's the x of the vertex, so it would be the line x equals 1. And you could draw it. That line would make that graph symmetrical. It's called the axis of symmetry. It's always a line. Alright, there you go. That's how you graph in vertex or factored, we'll call this factored form.